Hello and welcome to LexGo Eat, the Herald Leaders podcast about eating and drinking in the bluegrass. I'm Janet Patton and I cover food and bourbon and craft beer.
I'm Cheryl Truman. I cover features and business.
And I'm Sally Shear, and I'm the Lifestyles and Business Editor.
And we're back.
We're back.
We're here today at Natasha's Bistro in downtown Lexington, and we're going to be talking with one of the owners, Gene Williams, about their new menu, which I am really excited about because I have loved this place, been here many times, and can't wait to see what they've got
And certainly if you haven't been here to eat, although you probably have, you've been here to hear some live music, which is
a lot of people love to come here for that too. Yeah. This is the first time we've all been together in a month.
Oh!
Can you believe it?
No, it's awful.
We did pie by ourselves.
Yes,
and then
I was gone, then you were gone.
Yeah,
and
so
I have not
like
had pie since.
yeah, we had some in the office the other day. Cheryl was like, "No, thank you." I thought, "What?" She's
I
pied
think
up.
after the pie judging, I may have gone off it for life.
What? Life? Oh my gosh.
Well, I did have some of that peanut butter pie.
Yes, Dorothea made some peanut butter pie.
And that was pretty good.
It was good.
I like that quite a bit. It sounds like you guys were really, really busy while I was gone.
We had a fair amount of work, Janet.
We did. We had a fair amount of news.
A lot of news. So tell me about the biggest Kroger in the state opening.
Yes, in Versailles. It apparently, when it opened last week, it was quite a mob scene, but we got in the day before. And I have to say that, in Kroger terms, it is gorgeous. It has murals from local artists, and that both of them refer back to Woodford County heritage in terms of things like horses, the dry stone walls, just the castle, things like that. They're very pretty. There is a sushi kitchen about the size of a bedroom.
Wow.
There is a cafe. There are toy aisles and clothing, and there are entire walls of packaged lettuce and yogurt. It is truly an amazing place if you're into Kroger, and as I say, people were all over it late last week because everyone wanted to see it. There was a Kroger that was much smaller across the street that closed, and now we have the Super Kroger in Woodford County.
In Woodford County, of all places.
And they are going to have the drive-through pickup for delivery.
Yeah.
I mean, if you order your groceries online, which I've not tried. If anybody's tried that, I'm kind of interested in hearing how that goes.
I don't think they've launched it yet.
Okay, well,
we should try it when it does. Yeah, it would be interesting to see. I know there's a charge for it, obviously, but it would be interesting to see. We had some conversation the other day about we like to pick our own produce out.
Yes.
So if you say, I'd like a cantaloupe and some
Do you
celery,
get a nice
and what do you get?
What do you do if you don't like the one you got?
Right.
I don't know.
We'll see.
Well, one other thing I should note is that Amazon was in to see us last week.
Oh, that's right.
And if you have not, or if you're in the Amazon ecosystem, if you're like a Prime member, which I am, you can do things like get Amazon Prime Pantry, which will allow you to order your dry groceries, and get them all in one shipment with your free Prime shipping, or at least it did for my first shipment. And what they're experimenting with is Amazon Prime Fresh, which will allow you to add in things like produce and the like in some cities.
Milk.
Are they doing it here?
So you not here, not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
But as with all things, it's coming.
I'm here with Gene Williams, who's one of the owners of Natasha's, the Bistro with a Beat.
Right, Natasha.
And I love this place, but it's a little bit different from the last time I was here, and it seems like now it's more stage and it's turned around. So tell me about how Natasha's has changed over the years.
We've been in business 20-some years.
I did not realize it had been that long.
Well, we started at a little place on Southland Drive a long time ago, and we had a boutique and a restaurant. It was kind of a kooky Cracker Barrel at the time. But since then, we've grown. We've, of course, moved downtown, and then about 8 years ago, or 7 or 8 years ago, we decided to become a landmark venue. So we nestled the stage and lights and and up the game in venue.
Right.
I know one of our first shows was Punch Brothers.
Oh, wow.
Yes, back then. And since then we've had Shamika Copeland and Joe Ely and Joe Labano. And we took off.
Yeah.
We took off as a venue. We became, we were just voted last several months ago as Lexington's #1 venue by LexFest. And we're sort of the darling venue in Kentucky among the agencies around the country. When they want to send a band to Kentucky, they call us.
Really, that's great.
But that success sort of left our food as in the background, and we had good food. And with all the new restaurants opening on 2nd Street and Jefferson Street and both the East and the West, we decided to come back at the food market with food.
Yeah, I remember you used to have a lunch buffet that was really good, but you're not doing that anymore?
No, we switched to a custom a plate prepared meal once we managed to get it out fast enough. The buffet was designed for speed, but the quality of all buffets suffer.
Yeah,
so we decided to go with a really quality plate, and that way we could manage the price better. Sometimes you'd come to a buffet and it would be $10 or $11, $12. Now we've got dishes for $7, $8, and $9 at
That's
lunch.
a good price point at lunch.
It's a good price. People can come for lunch. Lunches are getting busy.
Good. So what are some of the things that are on your menu? Are there old favorites that people might remember, or something new that we should point out?
You know, the superstar sandwich that just came out is called the muffalato. It's an Italian sub, and it has a spicy Coca-Cola ham and melted cheese, and it sells the best.
Oh, it sounds really good.
But you know, the one I eat is a very simple sandwich for $7. It's a veggie wrap, and you would think that'd be so simple and boring.
Yeah.
But we put a artichoke spread and a little harissa and a ratatouille preparation of roasted vegetables, and you know, it's really good.
Is there anything special that you have in the evenings now?
Well, we brought back a favorite. You know, we did a survey with our 8,000 customers, and you know, one of the things we found out is they really love us. They just didn't come that often. They would always recommend us to friends, but they asked for several dishes to come back. One of them was our garlicky curry dish with raisins and cauliflower, and it's a very traditional Indian dish. It's not. It's simple. Its primary flavor is garlic. Another dish in the evening is the short ribs stroganoff with egg noodles. That's a very even selling well in the summertime. The egg noodles seem to it's a little lighter, and we serve that at lunch also.
Both those sound really good.
The crab cakes are interesting because you know you would think how do you do a crab cake? Well, it's a gluten-free crab cake. It's just crab, no filler, no extra stuff. And that's one of our best sellers too.
Well, gluten-free is just a big thing now. Everybody was looking for something that's gluten-free that tastes good, so that's a good choice for people. Well, thank you so much for letting us come down here and talking about your new stuff. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you.
While I was gone, I think a lot of new restaurants opened up here.
Yes, quite a few. Yes, some that we have written about and said they're coming, but now many of them are open. Street Crave and the Unbelievable Burgers on Limestone.
Oh, right across from campus, right.
Has opened. They had a big grand opening. Sage Rabbit over in Chevy Chase.
I can't wait to go there.
Has opened, which is promoting lots of locally grown and fresh stuff. Buddha Lounge. Sushi. Right? Yeah. Has opened downtown on Short.
Sushi tapas, or Asian tapas, I think.
Tapas, wow.
Somebody that I know ate there last night and said it was really good.
All right.
A little news about another local restaurant that you may know, Nick Ryan's on Jefferson Street has sold, but don't worry, it's not going to be changing much. Don and Barb Wathen, who created it, have sold it to Brad Scott, David Ravencraft, and Jackson McReynolds, who are the businessmen that own AP Suggins and the Black Tulip in Romney. And I did not know that the Wathens created Suggins before they sold it to Brad Scott in '96. And Scott says they just want to slow down. They're wanting to do less, and he doesn't plan to change anything. The menu's staying the same, so if you're a Nick Ryan's fan, don't need to worry about that. And I think now the distillery district is about to get a really big boost. Buster's, what was Buster's on Manchester Street, which had been kind of an anchor, has sold for $1 million plus to a businessman from Pikeville, and they say they're going to keep it in an entertainment venue, music venue, have lots of live music, lots of bands. So, you know, I don't think there could be too much great live music and stuff like that in Lexington. They hope to reopen it in a few months. And in this Friday's LexGo Eat column, in Weekender, we have some things that I think you're going to want to check out. We've got a fiesta at Maker's Mark. Isn't that interesting? With Rick Bayless, the chef, and a new beer from West 6 called Donka Chain, named for their food chain, which is in the West 6 Brewery.
Donka Chain.
And they're going to have that at the Woodland Arts Fair and other places.
Which is coming up, what, mid-August, Woodland Arts Fair?
Yeah, it's just a couple weeks away. And we also had a lot of listings of where you can find all your local farmers markets, because this is really high season.
Prime season, yes it is.
For everything. I love to get fruits, veg. Are you getting your CSA?
Yes, I am getting my CSA.
How is it?
Yes, we're finally starting to get tomatoes. You know, one of the problems this year has been that there has been just so much rain. It's been difficult for things like tomatoes to really come into their own, and some of the bean varieties. Yeah,
I've gotten green beans, the first batch I picked, and then it rained for like 10 days, and the rest of them was kind of rotted. But the little tomatoes seem to be doing better than the big ones.
They do. I got little tomatoes this week, and they're wonderful. So yes.
Yeah, I made a caprese salad, which I thought was, you know,
I
pretty
ate
good.
plenty of.
Yeah, I was going to say, I ate some of that. It was good.
Yeah, so get out there, get to a farmer's market, find some good stuff. I know it's out there.
Yeah.
And
try one of these new places. Tell us what you think.
Yeah, and let's go eat.
Let's go eat.
Let's go eat.